So, as I do my makeup, I'm going to talk to you guys about um, apologize for the under eyes. I have not. I've been sleeping well, but I've been working on a lot of things behind the scenes. And I'm up pretty late, and I'm trying to change that. So, let's do my makeup and let's talk about the nervous system. So, when it comes to your nervous system, right, and regulating it, up until this age, I've kind of learned that when you keep putting stuff off, you're just inviting stress into your life, honestly. When I was in college, I would always wait until the last minute, and my parents would be pissed. They would be like, no, why didn't you tell us that you needed this by the third? Why are you telling us on the second something that you need on the third? Like, my parents would scream at me and yell and say, why are you waiting the day before, 24 hours before, to let us know that, oh, you need us to drop you here or take you here? Like, why are you doing that? And I would say, well, if you guys can do it, I would tell them, if you guys can do it, then what's the big deal? And my parents would tell me, Mel, the big deal is that you're making people like run around when this wouldn't be necessary. If we knew before, we could have had better preparation. Do you have ADHD? I don't think so. I'm not claiming ADHD. What does that look like? I don't think I have that. I don't really know what that is, but I don't think that I have that. Wouldn't you know if you had that? Oh, crap. Wouldn't you know if you had ADHD? I mean, I think you would kind of know if you had that, right? Isn't that something that you get tested for as a child, or I don't think so. No, I don't have ADHD through certain traits. ADHD make you do things last minute. I don't have ADHD. What I do have is the power of the living God. All on my life. I don't have ADHD. I think that, okay, you want to hear something that's a little bit like crazy? Not crazy. I'm not crazy. You want to hear something that's super interesting? I tend to work better under pressure. If I'm too comfortable, I start cruising. But that's not good, right? Because if you work better under pressure, that means that what? Your nervous system is going to be out of whack. So I started to tell myself, although I work under pressure well, it doesn't matter. I can't do that to myself. It's not good for my health to say, oh, well, I'm going to just, turn the pressure up. Like, that's not good for my health, especially as a woman. I have to, you know, kind of keep that in mind that I can't really like do that to myself. So I don't wait last minute anymore. I want to regulate my nervous system. So I kind of do things beforehand. Like, I lay out my clothes the night before. I prep my meals. Like yesterday, I meal prepped 3 different meals. Right? I meal prepped, if you guys don't know, I meal prepped a side of salad, like a loaded salad, just salad, peppers, a feta cheese, low fat feta cheese, um, almonds, and what else did I put in there? Olives on the side, and then on the other side, I have shrimp, grilled shrimp. So I meal prepped 3 of those, and then I meal prepped a bunless burger, another 3 of those, and then I did meal prep my breakfast. One of the meal preps for my breakfast was chia seeds, just chia seeds, with a pop of blueberries. And then another meal prep. I love eggs. said that before. I feel like everybody in my life knows that I love eggs. Like I'm an egg girl. I love eggs. Scrambled eggs, boiled eggs. Opinion on cheating boyfriend. What is my opinion on a cheating boyfriend? A man is cheating on you. I think that's the highest level of disrespect you can do. Like, do you want to be with a guy who's cheating on you? Like, cheating is dangerous, far beyond the emotional things that cheating comes with. Women cheating on their boyfriend, not a man cheating on me. I don't. I would never promote women cheating on anyone. So I'm sorry. Like, I don't. Maybe you're new here. I don't really promote. I'm kind of a little bit non-conventional. This whole train of women like cheating on men and like being wild and stuff. I don't really promote that. To each their own. Everybody has their own decision in life, but I'm not really into all that. And I'm also an advocate for women to go out there and chase their dreams and get their money. So I'm pretty non-conventional in that area. And I know that me being non-conventional, most people would say, "Oh, the way that you look, why don't you just like do sugar baby content?" Because I don't believe in it. Um, no shade to it, but I want women to realize their capabilities. And yes, are you child free? Now, Skittles, you may be new here, so I'm gonna break it down for you and everybody else that's watching. My beauty channel is Lifestyle Health Haven. I haven't posted a video yet. Lifestyle Health Haven, we want a couple of months. It's gonna be everything beauty, working out. I don't want to share too much because I got people that try to follow my shadow, but it's gonna be a fun channel. I haven't posted anything on there yet, but that's what it is. Hi, Tony. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. I don't really like to go online, especially after the like threats and stuff that I've received. I feel like when people ask for things like nationality, age, what's your nationality, what's your age, um, do you have children? Do I have children? Are you married? Are you not married? Where do you live? What do you do for a living? All of these questions are things that humans ask to form a conclusion on you in their mental hierarchy. That's the only reason that they ask them, which is why I don't answer them. Um, which is why I don't answer them, because the reasoning why people ask them is shallow and it's stupid. If you're child free, you're a loser. If you have a child, you're a loser. If you have a child outside of marriage, you're a loser. If you have a child inside of marriage, you're a slave. If you're from here, oh, I heard this about people from that place. If you're from there, oh, I heard this about those type of people. If you're 25, oh, she's too young to know what she's talking about. If you're 35, oh, she's old. Like all of these things that people want to know about other people to form a stupid conclusion, which is why I don't tell it, because it's not me. I could sit here. I always say that I'm Caribbean, and women found out that I was Caribbean, and they say that I enchant my channel and I enchant my followers. They're like, oh, well, she's Caribbean, so maybe she's like casting glamour magic on her viewers. It's like people are so stupid, annoying, ignorant, underwhelming, everything in between. The only reason why people ask for certain things is because they want to form a conclusion, which is why I tell people my age doesn't matter, my background doesn't matter, my life don't matter. What matters to you is gaining the knowledge and doing something with it. Ain't nothing about me matter to you. Humans can't differ. Like, why would you say that because I'm Caribbean, which I chose to share, now I'm Caribbean, I'm casting glamour magic on my following? What? Well, she's Caribbean, so I heard Caribbean people, they do voodoo. I heard it's like people are, this is why I say that humans are underwhelming and annoying. And there's always a catch to what they're asking. Okay, when people want to know your nationality, there's a catch. They're trying to form a conclusion. People are asking for your age, there's a catch. People are asking if you're married, not married, there's a catch. Like, people are only asking those questions to gather data and form their own conclusions on that data, which is why I always tell people, if you come on my live asking me those type of questions, I don't answer them because I don't want to distract you from the general message. I know humans, their brains, they're always looking to form a conclusion. Oh my God. So I just want to show this. I love this. Oh, wait, let me spray some of this. I love it. Okay, so this is called One Way. I actually grabbed this for you guys. It has nothing to do with makeup, and I grabbed it for you guys. I have always had an obsession with luxury hotels. I love luxury hotels. And they always smell a particular way. And I'm like, what is that smell? I want my house to smell like that. I want my room to smell like that. I want my bathroom, everything to smell like that. And this One Way, it's called One Way, inspired by Hotel One in Miami. I live in Florida. Don't come looking for me now, stalkers. I'm just kidding. But this literally will make your house, room, bathroom smell like you're at the resort. I love it. I sprayed all over my furniture. I sprayed everywhere. It's so good. So basically, what I was saying before is people ask you questions like that, like your age, your nationality. Imagine me. All I do is come online. Oh, sorry. It's called One Way. I'm probably going to send this to them and say, cut me my check, please. What was I saying? Yeah, they were literally saying, oh, because she's Caribbean, maybe she's like doing glamour spells on her followers to grow. And I'm like, I should have never shared that I was Caribbean, because you're literally already trying to put some type of stereotype. I'm Caribbean. I have parents that raised me in the church and in Christianity. I've always claimed that. I've never claimed anything else because that's all I know. I don't know anything else. But because I'm Caribbean, they're trying to push this narrative of anything else where I come from. So that is exactly why I always say that I like sharing like intricate details about me, because humans are only asking you for details like where you are, where are you from, where's your family from, what's your background, what's your age, do you have children, do you not have children, are you married, are you not married, where do you live? Like, they ask these questions to form conclusions. It's not coming from a place of, regardless of where this person is from, everybody's different, right? So I kind of still have to wait and see what they're about, So that's why I don't really like answering questions like that. So back to nervous system regulation. I used to typically be a last minute person. And it really started to mess with me because I would be upset at myself. Like, have you ever waited to the last minute to do something and you were upset at yourself because you're like, dang, I had so many opportunities. I had so many days and so much time to do this. Like, why am I putting myself through this pressure? I'm running, I'm sweating, I'm grabbing things. Everything is a mess. When if I just chose to do this 2 weeks ago, it wouldn't have happened, So that is why I say it's so important to just, like, force yourself. We're human, right? We're human. So because we're human, the human body, you gotta literally force it. That's why sometimes people say they don't like comfort. Because when you're too comfortable, the human body by design is going to want to stay, at that level of comfort. So sometimes, like, I don't want to do something, I don't feel like doing something, I'm so tired. But I do it anyways because I know that if I don't do it, I'm gonna pay the price later for not doing it. So I'm like, okay, let me just do it so I don't have to like be like. I'll give you guys an example. Like, for example, my mornings are usually by routine. Like, I have the same routine every morning. And by the way, you guys, my lashes are clusters. These are not like I didn't. If my lash lady sees this, I'm sorry. If my lash lady sees this, I'm sorry. I'm not cheating on you. I'll be back. I promise. No, I don't want my lash lady to see this, y'all. I don't want my lash lady to see this. If you see this, I love you and I'm sorry. I don't want my lash lady to think I'm like her. It's just the lash clusters do the same job, which is what I'm wearing right now. I put them on myself like 20 minutes ago. And all you gotta do is just pop it on and they look just like mink lashes. So I've been doing that partially because I'm getting like older now, well, wiser, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. And I don't really like having a lot of stuff on my face. And I think with lashes, it's like, ugh, I just want to be able to remove them in a couple of days or, with this. Like, it's so funny. I was hanging out with somebody very close to me this morning and they're like, oh my God. And they're like, no offense, like your lashes are cute. But she's like, when you wear those lashes, I can actually see your eyes and you have very big eyes, very big, pretty brown eyes. So when you have your like lashes on, when you get them done, I can't really see your eyes. They're like covering your eyes. So I'm like, you know what? I do like this. Anyways, I have a routine that I follow every morning. Usually the same thing. So now what I do to again preserve my nervous system and be balanced is before I go to bed, my coffee mug that I use to have coffee first thing in the morning, which is this really cute mug with hearts on it. This mug is already washed and clean and sitting under the coffee dispenser. The coffee dispenser is already full of water. The pod that I want to use that morning is already in the coffee dispenser. So when I get up, I just click and I don't have to do anything else. My clothes are already laid out every morning. They're literally laid out. I have my clothes for each day of the week already in their hangers in the morning. My workout clothes are already laid out. So I can just grab them after I, go to the bathroom and take care of myself and throw them on and that's how I regulate my nervous system. And we'll talk about this in the Weaponize Your Masculinity class. That's this Sunday. I already spoke about masculine and feminine energy or femininity, masculinity, femininity. My definition of it is a little bit different. And you don't have to accept it. To each their own, right? But I don't see masculinity and femininity the way that it's taught. When we look at women are only taught femininity, right? Men are only taught masculinity, but that's incorrect teaching because every gender has both. Masculinity and femininity, every man and woman has both. So when I was growing up and people would talk about it, it never made sense to me because I'm like, okay, if we each have both, why are we only hyper focused on one? If men have masculinity and femininity, why do coaches only talk to them about masculinity? What about the other end? It's there. You can't, it's like you have two children and you only acknowledge one and the other one's just standing. So I've noticed when women talk about femininity, they don't ever talk about masculinity. And it's like, you do know that women have both. And women can go online and say whatever they want to say about me. I'm a feminine woman and I'm a beautiful woman. You can say whatever you want, it doesn't matter. So why are we only talking about one and not the other when every gender has both? That's always confusing. So when I was in college, I'm like, why are we like, I thought that we all had both. I didn't know we were only born with one. I thought we all had both. And people are like, no, we all do have both. And I'm like, so then if we all have both, why are we not teaching based on both and how they should be implemented based on your gender? Why are we only talking about one? That's not real. And that's why I'm saying a lot of times that's how I trigger people, because my brain, it goes to the depth of the ocean. It goes deep. So I'm like, men have masculinity and femininity, but anytime I see people talking about men, they're only talking about men from a masculine standpoint. When I see people talk about women, women have masculinity and femininity. Every single human has both. Every time I see people talking about women, you're only talking about femininity. So what about the other side? It's not making sense to me. And that's when I realized that masculinity and femininity, neither of it is bad, because they're all a representation of certain traits and actions that are required to have your life balanced as a human being. So for me and any other woman out there, if you want to keep up with the goal, be on time, plan your schedule, keep up with your bills, show up, finish school. You don't finish school with feminine energy. Masculine energy is how you finish school, because you're trying to reach a goal. You're keeping up with your studies. You're showing up. You're working towards something. You're not just creating, you're working towards getting your nursing license. That is not feminine essence, that's masculine essence. So why are we teaching women that they don't need that? And why are we telling men masculinity, masculinity, masculinity? Why is it that women are in relationships with men and they don't really feel like they know the man they're in a relationship with, because their man is not able to conceptualize and verbalize their emotions and how they're feeling? Men feel like they have to be cut and dry. That's not true. Especially if you love someone, that person needs to hear you say it. And they need you to verbalize what you're feeling. So what do you mean men are supposed to be able to communicate to a woman that he loves the way he feels about that woman? He needs to be comfortable telling her. But again, they teach masculine and femininity as if you only have one side. That's not true. So the reason why I have classes on weaponize your masculinity for women is because for women to be balanced and keep up with life, and life is a lot to keep up with, your bills, your work, your schedule, none of that is feminine energy. It's not masculinity. It's goal orientation. It's keeping up with your schedule. Feminine essence is creativity. That's why women hold the babies, because women are portals, and the child grows in the woman's womb. Absolutely. Feminine essence is a lot of creativity, but that's not all it is though. As a woman, you got to keep up with your life. I meet a lot of women, they're scattered. I'm like, ma'am, you're like all over the place. Like, I don't think I could work with you, because I feel like you're like all over the place. I feel like you're not able to hold your own weight. And when I see that, I'm like, it's not her fault. She's never been taught to tap into her other side. A lot of women email me and they're like, Mel, it's like you don't stop. Like, how are you like constantly keeping up, uploading, doing this? I'm like, that's my masculinity. Yeah. That's how I'm able to keep up with my brand. That's how I'm able to deliver, put out content, and put out the graphics, and put out the advertising, put out the classes, and put, like, I have to get up and work for that. I have to be up till 3 a.m. Sometimes I'm up till 3 a.m. working on graphics. Sometimes the videos that you guys see that I upload on my YouTube, my voiceovers, that was recorded 3 months ago, my dear. It was pre-uploaded. If I ever have a hiatus where I have to go on vacation for 2 months, I'll be on vacation for 2 months, but the content is still going to keep going out. That's why a lot of people think, oh, Mel doesn't really take breaks. You just don't know that I do, because I make sure that this keeps going out, because I plan ahead of time. Everything is planned ahead of time. I can't expect a man to come in and say, oh, well, I'm going to help her keep up with life. It's my responsibility to keep up with life because I'm a human being. Right? So it's just like there's toxic femininity, there's toxic masculinity. Right? But again, women are like, oh, well, I want to do this and I want to be a content creator and I want to, I'm like, okay, well, can you keep up with your schedule, or are you going to disappear for a couple of months? Are you able to keep putting out and putting out and putting out and putting out, regardless if you're seeing a massive return? I've always been consistent with my uploads. Even before my YouTube channel blew up, I was always consistent. I was putting out like 6 videos a week, and I only had 1,000 followers on YouTube, and I was putting out 6 videos a week. So that's a part of the fundamental, right? And that's what I'm trying to, get a lot of women to understand is you've been taught things very, like, I don't know, I kind of feel like, again, even before I get into all of that, I always say that my content is not for all women, it's for a specific type. Which is why I always tell women, if you don't align with what I'm saying, you don't have to be here. I don't care if you're here. I want the right women to be here, right? So I'm trying to get women to understand that, like, crap, I chose the wrong color. You got to be able to keep up with your life, like, no matter whether you're a man or a woman. Like, life is hard. I never tell people that life is easy, because life is it's always something. So you have to get to a point where you're able to consciously keep up with that something that is always popping up, because that's just how life is. It's always something. It's always going to be something, because life is all about work. It's always something, and work doesn't always have to do with like clocking in or content. Just getting up and choosing to try again is work. Keeping up with your bills is work. Pumping gas in your car is work. Like, life is constant work. And that's what I'm trying to get women to understand, especially in this class, is life is constantly going to be working. So don't let the media get into your mind and play you, because no one's going to save you. Men don't have it together either. Men are figuring it out just like women are. Women always think that men have it all figured out because they're men. Not necessarily. Men are still figuring out life the same way you are. Which is why I always tell women, when you get with a man, you don't want to see men in like this idolized state of being, because it's not going to be perfect. I remember when I was in college, I was dating this guy, and I was talking to my friend about him, right? She's so sweet. She was, had a little bit of a different culture than me. He was Argentinian. And she told me, she said, Mel, there's no such thing as a perfect man. She's like, if you want a perfect man, you're never going to find one, because they don't exist. Everybody has flaws. Everybody's figuring it out. Everybody fails. Everybody wins. There's no such thing. She looked at me in the eye and she said, there's no such thing as a perfect man. If that's what you're waiting on, you're never going to have it. Because men are people just like us. They mess up. They fall. They slip. They don't have their life all the way in order. They make mistakes. You see what I mean? This person's asking me why we didn't work out. Damn, that was years ago, and it doesn't matter. What matters, I don't even remember that. That was so long ago. But I do remember my friend telling me that around that time. And she told me, she's like, I feel like, and she was honest with me, she's like, I feel like you're looking for some type of Superman. Like you're looking from some perfect, flawless person. He's like, Mel, that's never going to happen because nobody is flawless, you know? And because we're, oh my God, my eyebrow lady, y'all, I didn't even feel my eyebrow. Like, she literally told me, like, Mel, like, everybody has flaws. Everybody's figuring it out. Everybody is slipping. Everybody is winning and failing. And she's like, the fact that you even have in your mind this sense of perfection, like you're never gonna find it. Everybody has flaws. And she literally had to give me a wake-up call. And I appreciate her for that. It was sweet because she was right. So none of us are perfect. We're all gonna mess up. And this is why women, a lot of women believe, oh my God, like if this happens, if that happens, life will get easier. Life will get easier for you as a woman when you take full responsibility for your life and you create different methods and different systems and different tactics to make your life easier. But it's not going to get easier because you're in a different state. It's not going to get easier because you're in a new relationship. No, life is always going to be full of bumps in the road. But you have to be able to know how to conquer that. Yeah. So that is what regulating your nervous system comes with. It's like, how can I make my life a little bit easier? And the best way to do that is staying on top. And when she told me that, it's stayed with me forever. Like she looked me in the eye and held my hand and she said, no, there's no such thing as a perfect man. There's no such thing as a perfect woman. We all are figuring it out. Which is why I never understand people that like thank you, Violet. I'm going through all the comments on YouTube. Now, I've been wanting to tell you, but I hold back because I don't want you to think I'm envious or hating, but you're truly beautiful with and without makeup. Thank you. Lots of Caribbean parents do not want to test their children. I've been diagnosed autistic, but I don't claim it. Hi, Mel. Hi, Esperanza. I was just telling my cousin that we have to regulate our nervous system and release the trauma. Yeah, it's work. It's work. Whatever is neuro different about any of us, we just have to learn to work through it. Exactly. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. The sugar baby comments are disrespectful. I always get that. Like I have a whole thread of women calling me like a sugar baby. If I was a sugar baby, I would have content on it. And I'm sure that content would probably do really, really well because that's kind of like the trend right now, but I'm not. And if I was one, why would I be a sugar baby having classes trying to teach women to, tap into their, again, masculinity and reach their goals and get to the next level? If I was that, I would just tell women, hey, find a man, but I'm not doing that. So clearly that's a lie. But I get that all the time. I think that like if you are a woman who's like really well kept and like established and you take care of yourself, women are always going to accuse you of being an ex-worker. No shade to ex-workers. But they're always going to accuse you of that because they don't understand, right? And it's like, yeah, like some of us, I feel like my makeup is a little light. I gotta darken it a little bit. They're always going to accuse you of that. Neurotypical people have skills. That's what Share 7 does. Encourage women to go for the bag and be selfish in this world. Yep, answering questions brings more judgment. I just experienced this at the hairdresser. Questioning it was a bit much. The most cutthroat experience I've had were from neurotypicals. I don't know. Hi, Jasmine. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the audio goes in and out sometimes. It does go in and out sometimes. It does. Let me try to lower the music. It absolutely does. You're 100% right about that. So I'm trying to like, it does do that. I don't know why. Is anyone else audio going out? So true. I told someone online where my parents' heritage is from, and when I dropped from the panel, I heard, "Go back to your dirty island." That's what I'm talking about when I say people like literally, they were like, "Oh, her parents are Caribbean." She's casting glamour magic. Ma'am, I don't know anything about that. I was raised in the church. I don't know anything about that. I don't. And if I did, I would be at 1 million followers by now. If I was using that, honey. But that's what they were saying. And I'm like, you see, I should have never shared my nationality because look at what they're saying. Like, it's crazy. Go back to your dirty island. Yes, they literally ask you where you're from to tell you to go back to your dirty island, right? That's why I'm like, I don't even want to. I don't even want you to know because people are like, literally, they're always going to have something to say. I had to remember that people use information against you. Exactly. That's why I don't tell anyone anything. I was just watching one of your videos and I looked up nervous system regulation. Yeah, I mean, regulating your nervous system is a part of being responsible. Basically, in my opinion, regulating your nervous system requires you to do. Ooh, I think I'm going to do pink lips today. Should I? I haven't done pink in a long time. I think so. I haven't done pink in a while. Should I do pink? I don't know. You got to be really responsible if you want to regulate your nervous system because it means keeping up with everything. Women are the worst. Town Gazette, they interrogate you with personal questions. What do you do for work? They'd be like, who is your neighbor, sisters, cousins, dogs? Yeah, it's that competitive spirit. Women are always competing, so they're always going to interrogate you to balance the scales. That's why I see why Raven said she American and doesn't go as Black American. Oh, I haven't seen that. They want you to be the narrative. Yeah, I agree. I agree. They want you to fit a stereotype. How do you respond when people ask your age in person? Um, I usually tell them. It depends on the context. What scent did you go with? One way, yeah, one way. I noticed but one way, that's not a perfume. That's for your house. Okay. I notice when they say those comments about Caribbean people, they usually mean Haitian people, especially since the political landscape regarding migration in the developed world and everyone else. Just tell them you don't ask a lady her age. I can't find the room spade. Do you know the website? I got it from Amazon. I do not mean to criticize you at all. You are gorgeous, but why do you cover the natural beauty of your own skin? And you are gorgeous if you put that beautiful makeup on the beautiful natural skin. So I appreciate the compliment, but again, this is what people fail to understand. And I'm going to talk about this in the next master class. I'm a woman. I'm autonomous. I like makeup. It's fun. It's pretty. It's feminine. It literally allows me to enhance the way that I look. That's why I wear it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with makeup. I like it. And I'm never going to change that. Why? Because I'm an autonomous woman and I do as I please. How do you practice being in your dark feminine? You don't practice being in your dark feminine. You are the dark feminine or you're not. That's just women playing dress up, like I always. You're either that or you're not. I am that naturally by nature. I think if you want to step into that, stop caring. Do as you please. Step in your confidence. Don't care about belonging. Dance to the beat of your own drum. What does this person say? I think when people say, ask women, why do you wear makeup? I think it's like to control them. Because why do you care if they wear makeup? Doesn't matter, shouldn't matter to you. You're pop like a star, like you belong in the Caribbean somewhere. Makeup is for women. Women have beautification options. I call it running on Leo time. You are naturally beautiful. All you need to do is put on some beautiful mascara. But this is what I'm saying, Jesus Fuentes, that's controlling, right? You're telling me you don't need to do this, you should do this. That is not respecting a woman's autonomy, as I always say. I don't need to be told how I want to invest in my beauty. I don't need to be told that by another person. I could go to the hairdresser and come back with red hair tomorrow. I don't need to be told by you what you think is appropriate for me. I can go to the doctor tomorrow and get quadruple D's if I wanted to enhance myself, if that's what I feel like I needed. I can change my hair color. I can change my hairstyle. I can lose weight. I can gain weight. It doesn't matter because it's my choice, my body, as far as how I choose to enhance that. That's why. The mug is cute. It's so cute. I love it. That's because you are a perfectionist and that's why you do what you do. But sometimes being a perfectionist can hold us back too. Um, a face is a blank canvas. Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with work with wearing makeup or taking care of yourself. Like people that feel bothered by that, in my personal opinion, ooh, I did a good job. People that feel bothered by that are like people who are like super controlling. Anybody who struggles with eyeliner, get you a pen. It's literally like a Sharpie. Whoop, whoop. Like it's like a Sharpie. Like I'm gonna do that in a little bit, but I have to use that. I'm gonna answer 3 more questions. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and come back. That was a great class. You teach it correctly. Oh, you were on the class? Ah! Okay, so the Weaponize Your Masculinity class is going to be this Sunday. It was honestly in the year of 2025, Weaponize Your Masculinity. I think that was my best class. The ladies loved it. They loved it. They loved it. That was one of my best classes in 2025. And this year, it's going to be even better on Sunday. Now it's going to be Authority Edition. Because I've noticed that women are afraid to exert their authority. Like women kind of sometimes feel scared to be the Olivia Pope of their reality because that's going to trigger people. So, yes, this class is going to help you enforce your boundaries, babe, and be in your authoritative role and not feel scared out of it. Do you guys mind if I run into the bathroom? Will you guys still be here if I come back in like 2 minutes? Please tell me you'll still be here. Will you still be here if I come back in 2 minutes? Or are you guys going to leave me? Are you guys going to wait for me? Yes? Yay! Okay. I'll be back. On YouTube, are you guys gonna wait for me? Are you guys gonna wait? Yeah! I will be back. All right. Resume. Okay. So, let's go through these. Okay, so let me go through all these questions. Okay, I'm gonna go through all of them now. Okay, the mug is cute. Okay, so God gave man woman to date the apple of his eyes, so men can be enticed with women. The greatest sin Adam and Eve committed was eating. I don't know about all that. I feel some way about the podcasters who say women rest in your feminine and let the man provide. I mean, I understand that concept, but again, it's speaking from the standpoint of, again, subjugating each gender to either women feminine, men masculine. Again, every woman has both and every man has both. So you're just subjugating the gender to one side while ignoring the other part of them because everybody has both. That is incorrect. That is incorrect. You have to develop a consensus. You have to have a middle ground because everybody has both. If you're going to teach something, teach it thoroughly. Don't half butt it. Men started calling women names and being dominion over women like if they were supposed to be the meaning of the whole entire world. God gave us the meaning to the ground and anything in it, but he had it not say we own each other, but we must have each other in order to succeed and become better men must speak to women like beautiful queens. So all right. All right, sir. I'm with it. Without putting a finger on her and make her fall in love. That's the kind of love I'm talking about. Okay. When a man knows how to love a woman knows that a man knows how to love. She honest him. All right. I'm reading some comments from YouTube. Brax Life. More women who are tuned into how the planet operates know that it is imperative for women to generate our own money even after marriage. Rihanna's hair like a queen and Anna's other women like a queen to she does not get jealous. I'm trying to keep up, Jesus. I really am. The messages are a little mixed up, but I'm trying, Jesus, to keep up with what you're saying. Humans have tunnel vision, its traits and energy. Every human has to tap into and balance both. Boom. Exactly. I learned so much from Mel's class. Exactly. I'm happy you were on it. You have both. You need to balance both. You don't take on one and reject the other. No. Better. Not 50-50. Oh gosh, we're not going to open up that can of worms. Maybe on a different day. I needed to hear this video. I've been called to tell my story. Since I was a child, my light has been dimmed. I just earned my CMAA certification to work in healthcare, but I'm under attack. What are they doing to you? Invite me to one of your lives as a special guest. Every woman will learn how to honor a man, and every man will learn how to honor a woman. No. Okay. Where do I find the Bronze Babe? Oh, the Bronze Babe Club is lit, babe. Bronze Babe? Bronze Babe Survival Club? Oh, honey, if you want to know where the party is, it's at Bronze Babe. That's my Patreon. I created that Patreon. I know I have women of all colors and men of all colors that follow me, but I did have to create a space specifically for Black women. I had to, because Black women cannot, the rules are different for Black women. So Bronze Babe Survival Tribe Club is for Black women in particular. And I talk about everything: corporate America, life, Black women, how they get treated, how to survive, boundaries that you need, because the rules are different from you. It's on my Patreon, Lex. Let me see if I could respond to your comment and give it to you. Let me go to my Patreon. Let me change. Okay, wait. Preview paid membership. All right, so it is a membership. Boom, boom, boom. How can I respond to you? Reply. All right, I just sent you the link. But now I got to go back up there and find your comment. Hold on. Okay, so I responded to Lex. Okay. Commitment or take a leap of faith. Okay. You're really good at what you do. Thank you. And I know it's separate from your life in a way, and you're really good at what you do. Thank you. I like to keep my life separate because I just don't want to, have to deal with, like, life is already, like, complicated, and I don't want to complicate it more by having people, like, a little bit too embedded in my life. I feel like I have to. All right. 1 sessions and you will change your mind if you're thinking not to promise. Okay, thank you, baby. To fear to put one class in your class. Okay, you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. Now it's like you're being a little bit too invasive. This is my space. I don't need to put anybody in my class to do anything. This platform was built on myself. I didn't have help. I didn't have assistance. So now you're trying to like overly embed yourself. I don't want to block you. I don't need your help for my clientele to increase. Everything you see here, second to God, Jesus, Mel did that. So I don't need your help for a push, you know? And that's another thing that I talk about in Bronze Babe Survival Tribe is how people always think that Black women need some type of lift instead of saying, no, like you're a Black woman and you did that. They're always trying to see how they can give you, we don't need that, especially those of us who, I'm trying to darken up my makeup, especially those of us who put our best foot forward. We don't really need your extra lift, but thank you. Please stop. I don't need you to help me get my brand up. It's already up and it's going to keep going up because second to God's spirit, it's my energy behind it. Please stop. You know, that's the way I talk about this in Bronze Babe. This is how people disrespect Black women. Is they don't want to give it to you. They have to either add to it and try to take credit. No, it's here because I'm the face. I'm the product. I spoke about that earlier. I am the product. So please stop. Okay, please. Now I'm trying to stay calm, but every time I talk about Black women, I've noticed that people don't just want to leave it at that. You know, yeah, we're gonna get you out of here. You know, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to block you. I apologize, but I got you. I got this person out of here. It's just, it's rude. It's rude. Um, that's also why it's important for women to embrace beautifying and presentation. Yeah, I mean, like, this is fun. Is this not fun? Are y'all not having fun? Because I'm having fun. I think this is fun. Like, why would a guy or a woman make a woman feel bad about what I'm doing? It's cute. Like with makeup, there's a bunch of different colors. There's many different things you can use. It's so cute and fun. Like, imagine being with someone who makes you feel bad about this. Okay, this bronzer is finally kind of like getting my makeup in the color I need it. I feel you and I'm your perfect man. All right. Only God is Superman. Where do you find? Okay, I sent that to her. People are so whack. You do so much for us, and these vultures still have the audacity. People want you to be the high priestess of the Caribbean. Of the Caribbean. So many of the children of Caribbean parents were raised in the church. That's all I know. That's all my parents took me to. I don't really know. Like, I've heard stories of other things, but that's what my parents took me to was church every Wednesday night, Friday night, Sunday morning, and Sunday night. I mean, I don't do that now because I don't really believe that it's the amount of times you go to church that matters. I think it's about your heart towards God and how you treat people. I believe in relationship over religion. I don't care how many Bible verses you know. If you treat people like trash, you're trash. Doesn't matter how many Bible verses you know. I'm all about relationship over religion. So it doesn't matter if you know a bunch of Bible verses. It doesn't matter if you don't miss a service. If you have a spirit of jealousy that's plaguing you, you don't know how to treat people with kindness and respect. If you have hyper negative traits about you, it doesn't matter how many Bible verses you know. So now that I'm older, I don't feel like I needed to go to church 4 times a week. I don't feel like that was necessary. Twice. You choose one night during the week to be a deliverance service. You know, some services are supposed to be deliverance. Where when you go in, it's not really preaching and stuff. It's where the leader is laying hands and casting out demons and casting out sickness and casting out disease and casting out curses. And there's supposed to be nights that are specifically set apart. We call those deliverance services. Those are the services that last a long time because people form a line and the leader, is laying hands on the person and casting things out of them. So that's a deliverance service. Sometimes those services have to be done on a separate day because of how much time that it takes. But a lot of people, again, it's like it's all about the persona. It's a control factor. Stop telling women how they should wear our makeup. It's weird. Embrace being a man. Why are people like this? A grown woman can do what she wants. It's a control factor. Crappy people do crappy things to others because they feel crappy about themselves. It's annoying when people do that, even when it comes to having a nice car, especially as a black woman. People are going to judge you when you're a black woman so much. It's like they won't let you just enjoy where you're at. And that's why I say that, I'm just very like, I don't know, like I'm very careful about stuff like that because it's like, why? Like everybody's allowed to live a beautiful life, whether they're white, black, Spanish, like it doesn't matter. Like everybody's allowed to be happy. Like there shouldn't be a difference because this person is this color or because this person is this age. Like some people will make fun of people because they're taking care of themselves and they're like 70. Yeah, a 70-year-old can sit down and do her makeup. Who cares? Like, she's allowed to be happy. Like, what is the problem? Like, I don't know. I've always found stuff like that weird. I agree. I love wearing makeup, and I don't understand when other women feel the need to tell me how they don't like wearing makeup and how they only wear mascara. Good for you. I only wore mascara when I was in middle school because my parents didn't want me to have a bunch of makeup on because I was like in middle school. Now, as an adult, I go in with my makeup if I have to. I was going to makeup artists sometimes before, and I kind of just, I I don't know. I just 73. You were dating a guy that was 73. He's 73. How old are you? How old are you? No judgment, babe, but how old are you? Are you in your 20s or 30s dating a 73-year-old? Oh, he's your boss. Yeah, they're old school. They're pretty old school. Um, Hi. Are we able to book a session to get a condensed version of the master class? The sessions are based on private sessions are based on you and what you need help with. After you assure my question, huh? I love the lip color. Thank you. Speaking of weight, I'm at a plate, the Pilates. I'm at a Pilates and almost at the finish line, but I have no time or resources to work out. So I've been mainly eating right. Tips from anyone here: water, no juice, no soda, just strictly water, strictly water. Water, coffee. Don't put any sugar in it. High protein, low carb, lots of salads, chicken, bunless burgers, fish, shrimp, tofu. Um, like nothing that's like really heavy. Lots of greens, Brussels sprouts, spinach. Um, Spinach is really good when you put it on the stove top and it melts together. Can you talk about dating for Black women? Sure. What would you like to know about dating for Black women? The lives are saved. Yes, you can come back. It's gonna be saved. I bought that class, but I wasn't ready to listen at that time last year. But I'm definitely going to watch a combination tonight. I'm learning different tips from content creators when they have to step away from the camera. We, your makeup is popping. Thank you. But what would be your top tips for regulating your nervous system? I would say just planning ahead. Planning ahead. Regulating your nervous system is going to require you to sacrifice. Why? Because you don't want to pack your lunch the day before work. You just want to sleep and keep like watching the TV, right? But you're to regulate your nervous system, you're like, I don't want to pack my lunch before work. It's a sacrifice. It doesn't feel fun. But I'm gonna have to because I'll be able to get in an extra 25 minutes of sleep, right? Because in the morning it would take me 25 minutes to pack my lunch or 30 minutes, but because my lunch is already packed, I can go to sleep and get an extra 30 minutes of sleep because my lunch is already packed. So regulating your nervous system is really going to also go hand in hand with you doing what you don't want to do beforehand so you don't have to stress. Do everything in advance. With the recent move, I'm experiencing the nosy neighbor. Oh God, those are the worst. At what age did you decide to level up? I started leveling up for sure, probably at like 23. That's when I'm like, all right, I'm done. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm experiencing. I don't like how I'm being treated. So it's time for a change. So, yep, around 23 years old. Like, yeah, 23, 24. That's kind of when I started really saying to myself, okay, um, I don't really want to be treated in this way. I don't want to be treated in that way. And I'm like, I'm tired of people at this point. What do I need to change so I don't have to deal with this? Right. So when I turned 23, I became a completely different person. And I started to become a lot more no nonsense. And I became more responsible because I noticed that I wasn't really very responsible before. I was not like just on top of my life. Essentially, my parents were complaining and they were like, "What are you doing? Like, what's going on with you? Like, we feel like you're not paying attention to me." So I took, what do you call that? I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. I can't knock you for what you're saying. I'm not being as responsible as I should be. So I took accountability, which we'll talk about in the Sovereign Master class. And I said, you know what? My parents were right. I'm not being as careful as I should. I'm not being on top of things as I should. I got to change. And that's what I did. So, was it easy? No, it wasn't easy at all. It was hard because when you're leveling up, especially as a woman, it's harder because, people are not really comfortable when a woman has it together. I think people get triggered by women who have it together. Like they feel like you're trying to attack them, and it's like, no, I'm not trying to attack you. I just kind of have my life in order right now. But people kind of feel like you're trying to attack them, and then now like working, and then not only working, but being a business owner, I'm like I have to be on top of everything all the time. Like emails are blowing up. Sometimes I'm up till 3 in the morning, 4, 5, go to bed at 5, wake up at 10, staying up all night. It's a lot. But I'm not complaining. I'm blessed. I'm happy. God really showed up and showed out for me, and I'm happy for all the wonderful things that God has blessed me with. But I'm not gonna say that you know things have gotten super easy. No, like I have to be on it all the time. Like I don't really get breaks. I don't really. So there's that part about it. But yeah, I mean, I just got serious about my life. Like, I'm just very intolerable of low quality experiences. Now that I'm older, I'm realizing a lot of a lot of women don't have anything to lose. So when you're trying to level up, they kind of try to get close to cause damage. So you can't really allow them to do that. There's that part of it that isn't very fun. It's like, is it easy to make friends? Not really, because you don't really, you know, with friendship, it's like if you're not really being as open in your friendship, it's just it's risky. Everything becomes the more you level up, things just become more and more risky for you. You know, everything becomes more and more risky when you level up. Everything, like like your associations. I've never been good at making friends. I mean, as you get older, it's harder. It's harder because you don't want to invite any weird energy into your life. You're more guarded because you've been through more in your life, right? So that causes a limitation. I think for me, making friends, am I opposed to it? Um, I'm not necessarily opposed to it per se. I'm just cautious of it because I don't want to invite any drama into my life. Like that video that I posted earlier of Tokyo Tony, like I don't want that in my life. Like I don't want I don't want thing is I think the biggest challenge with female friendship is I've always said before, women don't know how to separate amicably. They don't know how to do that. The minute the friendship ends, they feel as though they have to destroy your rep. And if you're an online person like me, somebody with a brand online, a lot of times a woman will think, oh, well, I'm no longer friends with Mel. I'm going to just go online and talk about her. And if I mention her name, it's going to draw in attention. Like now I have to keep that stuff in the back of my head because women are not able to separate in a mature manner. They have to damage the other person when they separate. Right. So again, because I'm aware of stuff like that, I don't got time for that crap in my life. Are you crazy? You know how much stuff I got on my plate to deal with BS like that? Please. I don't even invite that crap in. I got too much to lose. I don't deal with that. And the way that I don't deal with that is by not inviting that nonsense into my environment. When I separate from a woman, whether it's business or whatever, I don't go online and blast her. I don't do things end. Things come to an end. Get over it, move on, block the person's number, move on. But they're not going to do that. They have to damage you. That's where the problem lies. That's where they're not safe to be around because just if something ends between me and a woman, I move on. I don't care. I'm never going to go online and talk about you. I'm never going to message anybody about you. I don't care. I have so much on my plate. I don't care. But a lot of them are not like that. They have to go online and start talking about you when the bond ends. So it's like there's that part of it. That's a risk, right? That's a risk. Make a video saying you only do this. It just shows people like it's just like I see a lot of women that have falling outs with other women. And the woman goes online and starts talking about her. And it's like, why are you talking about her? I thought you guys were cool. Just separate amicably. Be mature. The friendship didn't work out. Go away. That's it. It didn't work out. That's how life is. Go away. Move on. It didn't work out. And that's fine. Like things are not always going to work out. People grow apart. That's life. Sometimes people just grow apart, but can you grow apart in a mature manner? Why do you have to go online and slander the person? That's my question. Like, why do you have to do that? I've never understood that. So because I've never understood that, and I've noticed that like a lot of women get down like that, where they separate from a woman and they can't, especially if you're an online presence, they got to go online and start talking about you. Once I realized that, I'm like, no, I'm not going to open the door to that. Not going to open the door to that. I'm not going to invite that in because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And another thing that I'm always telling women too, especially if they're content creators, if you're dating, don't tell the guy you're dating you're like, don't tell them. Don't tell them you're an online person. Don't tell them. No, don't tell them. Because you don't know if he's going to try to get, well, anyways, it doesn't matter if he tries to get close. If you are a woman and you're like an online person, do not bring that man on your camera. Don't bring him on your camera. Nope. Your brand was built before him. He doesn't need to be included. Because a lot of times when women are like moving fast paced, especially in the online space, the man will try to align with her to like get in front of the camera, like kind of like what happened with Kenny and Jane. Was it Jana? I always tell women, you built that brand before he got there. He doesn't need to be on camera. That's your brand. That's your empire. That's what you built. You don't need to involve him in that. Because you don't know if the person is like trying to like gain traction, or you don't know. I think that's kind of similar with what happened to the Wizard Liz. Like when I saw her bringing her boyfriend on camera, I was like, oh God, that is the beginning of the end. When I saw her, and no shade to Liz, I think I like her. When I saw her bringing her boyfriend on camera, I was like, oh God, that is the beginning to the end. Why is she bringing that man? Like he's about to ruin her brand. Like why is he on? Like, why is he on the camera? Like he doesn't need to be on there. Like this is something that you built for yourself. I don't think it's a good idea to bring him on. And when I saw her bringing him on, I'm like, oh no. Like if this doesn't work out between them, he's going to cause issues. And she brought him on. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll see, how long that lasts because you don't know what his intentions are. He could have known you beforehand. When he went to the airport and met you there, he could have already known who you were and acted like he didn't know who you were to become a part of your life. Like, that is one of the challenges of being an online person is some people know you and they act like they don't know who you are. Like I've dealt with that several times, like at doctor's offices, and it's like, why be weird? Like just say, hi, oh my God, I see your videos online. Like, but why stare at me from across the room? Why stare at me when I'm at the gym? Like just like the other day I had that happen to me where I went to the gym and this lady was just like staring, and I'm like, just tell me that you've seen me online. Like you don't have to be weird. Like just say it. Like, don't be awkward. Just say, hey, I see you online, and I would say hi and I would talk to you. Like it's no big deal. But people are like weird like that. So again, women just have to learn how to protect, just like I'm not saying to be closed off to everything, but like keep that in mind. Keep it in mind that some people, you don't know what their intentions are. Okay, hydrating setting spray, Neutrogena. And I like to put a lot of this on, like a lot, because I like that dewy look. So hydrating setting spray, Neutrogena. Matte Fix It. Another dewy look that I like to use. Oh wait, oh crap, I'm like spraying on the other side. Woo! Woo! This fan has done wonders. I'm falling asleep. Why am I falling asleep at 4 o'clock? I have so much more to do. I'm hours away from actually getting into bed. Why am I falling asleep this early? Questions? I use drugstore. Yeah, I use drugstore. There was a person in my life who always sent me Bible verses, yet they treated me like trash. That's religion over relationship. That's like cosplaying. Hello, beautiful. I'm happy to catch your live. I have an aunt who completely selfish, doesn't work, and lives off my elderly grandmother and goes to church all the time. Yeah, a lot of people kind of just use that as a mask. I don't even care about having friends, barely have time, definitely taking proximity so much more seriously. I mean, it's hard because as you get older, you're just like, as you get older, it's like, do you do facials? No. I wanted to start facials, but I'm like scared because I always see those videos of, women who like get burned by the laser. I'm kind of scared of that. I just threw a friendship of over 20 years. Oh my God. I didn't find out until last year she was jealous and measuring herself. Did you ever see signs? The Wizard Liz is a cautionary tale. Yeah. I mean, I like her. I like Liz, but I wouldn't, if I was her, I would never, ever bring a man on my camera. Like, ever in a million years. Never. Even if he puts a ring on your finger. Never. Never. Because you can't really trust anybody on that level. And why should he want to be on your camera? If he's a man and he's solid and he's on top of his own life and he has his own business and he has his own lane, why does he need to be on your camera with you? And I think relationships and marriage are sacred. I don't think that needs to be shared with anyone. Have you noticed that old friends try to reconnect with you now that you're a content creator? Nobody from my past has my phone number. And if they DM me, I block them. So no, nobody from my past tries to reconnect with me as I'm a now that I'm online. I don't allow it. If they do happen to get my number from someone that we have in common, I block them when I find out who they are because there's nobody from my past that needs to be in my present. I'm not moving backwards in life. I only move forward. There's nothing that somebody from my past has to offer. Nothing. If anything, they're going to benefit off me. So there's nothing anybody from my past has to offer me. I don't need anybody from my past trying to message me about anything. All they're going to do is you're going to just meet up and they're going to talk about old crap, people from high school, stuff that I don't care about. People from the past, I don't care about. I don't reconnect with nobody from my past. That's not my ministry. What if he has a platform too? If he has a platform, that's his platform. Good for him. I don't even believe in showing your relationship online, period. So I think relationships are sacred. Children are sacred. Some people will like show their baby online. I think that's crazy. Like there's so many, people online are so like jealous and envious and weird. Like why would you want to expose your newborn baby to thousands of people? Like why? Like why even put yourself or your child in a scenario where the child, it's a baby, like it's a newborn baby, like no. Even your family, parents, kids, siblings, like no, keep them offline. No. I vote no. No baby content. Absolutely not. No wedding shower content. I don't believe in wedding content. Go get married on a beach in Santorini in private. You don't need to post a wedding special. No, thank you. I don't believe in any of that. Baby showers, don't believe in that either. If you want to have like a photo session, you take cute pregnancy pictures and you send people your Amazon baby registry, fine. Baby showers, no. That's just me personally. I don't believe in any of that. I used to do facials What is your favorite foundation? I don't have one. I saw the signs and I didn't want to believe it because on the surface she comes off as sweet and innocent. Never thought she would be revealed to me. Oh man. Well, at least you know now. Mila J, Janaiko's sister, mentioned she doesn't post her relationship to the public. I don't understand how people do that. Like sometimes it makes me feel like, are you doing that for attention or are you doing that for like I don't know. I just don't like that. Like I don't like having outside opinions on inside relations. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. That's just me. Like, I don't really believe in that. How do you protect yourself from bitter sister-in-law? I would keep her at a distance. I mean, you can't necessarily cut her off because she's married to your brother. So I would kind of just keep her at bay. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be mean. Are you a Pisces? You're very protective. I'm not a Pisces. What's the reason you don't believe in baby showers? I would never want anybody touching my baby bump. I think when you have baby showers, people want to touch your baby bump. They want to take pictures next to your belly. I just don't really like that stuff. It's too much close contact. Second to that, nobody should be touching a woman's baby bump outside of the husband. Outside of the husband. No one should be touching your baby bump. Maybe your mom, if you 100% trust your mom, yes, but no one should be ever putting their hand on your baby bump as a pregnant woman. The answer is no. The only time you should receive gifts for your baby is if it's registered onto Amazon and they purchase the baby's gift on Amazon and it gets delivered straight to your door. People like to speak curses on gifts. And when you put the onesie on your baby, now your baby has some type of health issue, right? And I think part of the reason why I'm so protective of stuff like that is because of what happened to me when I was a baby. Um, I don't, trust, people on that level of like taking baby garments and baby socks and diapers from people. Like you never really know. I think you should have an Amazon registry where if they want to get you a gift, they get you a gift from the Amazon registry and send the gift directly to your door. I mean, nobody touched it. It's not coming from anybody's house. It's coming straight from the warehouse. Second to that, um, I think that babies are sacred. I don't like the idea of people touching baby moms, and yeah, like some people, are sweet and they don't have bad intentions. But I just don't like the hand on the bum. I don't like that. In my culture, you don't do that. Um, I remember somebody who's very popular in my culture. She was having like a pop up shop, and a woman came up to her. Oh, I want to take a picture with you. So she took a picture with the young lady, and the young lady touched her baby bump, and she like lost it, right? And everybody's like, "Why did she do that?" In my head, I'm like, in Caribbean culture, no one that you barely know, especially, should be touching your baby bump. She was really mad that the lady, people announcing their pregnancies. No. I don't think you should be announcing your pregnancy to anybody outside of your immediate family. I believe that if a woman's pregnant, you should be home for like 9 months, just relaxing, sleeping, talking to your baby, listening to your baby's heartbeat, spending time with your husband, spending time with the father of the child. I don't even think you should be around people like that if you are. Are you Dominican? No, I'm not. I don't think you should be around people people like that if you're pregnant. I think you should be home relaxing with your robe on or your moo on. Going on walks, having your favorite lunch. Like, you shouldn't really be around. Yeah, just stay home. Like, I don't even believe in announcing pregnancy. I believe in announcing the baby's birth. Hi, Mel. Hi, Connie. How have you been able to keep boundaries with church people? I'm in a prayer group. Well, the first way I keep boundaries is I don't do groups. That's the first thing. Um, I pray on my own time, right? It's a part of my call and I love it. So I want to see this through, but the women are not ascended. So again, if praying is a part of your call, why don't you pray on your own time? Why do you have to be a part of a group? I pray every night before I go to bed for 45 minutes to an hour. I sit where I stand and I pray for 45 minutes to an hour. There's no group, there's no other people. It's me, God, and the Holy Spirit. That's it. I think that groups, I don't believe in groups. Some people don't do well in groups because, again, you may find a better church group, prayer group that's not toxic. But, I always tell people church is just like your job. There's all type of people in there. I think people believe that because, oh, this is church, the people are like kinder. Not true. That's false. I think they're just like, they are literally just like people that you meet at work. Some are good, some are not, some are kind, some are not, some are respectful, some are not. Um, and with that being said, I kind of just, you just got to be careful. I'm not saying to not join a group. I'm not saying to not be a part of a church. It's just with my experiences with church groups is they tend to be a bunch of performative Christians. There's a difference between a real Christian and a performative Christian. A performative Christian is a Christian that uses Christianity as a mask, but they're very evil behind that mask. It's called Christian narcissism, religious psychosis. These are people who know every book in the Bible, who want to point out your sin, who want to point out everything you're doing wrong, but they treat people in the most disgusting manner. I just don't understand how you can have a relationship with God and be so abrasive and aggressive and nasty and condescending. How can you bully people if you claim that the Spirit of God lives in you? Why are you bullying women in your church group? It's giving Christian narcissism. You're wearing the Christian title as a mask and a costume, but when you unzip that costume, you're a terrible person. So this is what you have to deal with when you go in those environments. And it's not just religious environments, it's life. A lot of people are wearing costumes. So to avoid that, I say to avoid groups. Yeah. Groups are just like, I had to delete my social media to protect myself from bad intentions. I get it, Pink, and you're free to make your own decisions. I get that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in operating in fear. I'm on a platform with thousands of people. Nobody's bad intentions can affect me unless God allows it. So I don't live my life in fear. Um, I don't know. Like, if you're in a religious prayer group where the women are weird, like, just, I personally I wouldn't be a part of any religious group if I'm being honest with you, because those tend to be the most narcissistic. It's almost like they use religion to cover their mess. Like, they're not trying to clean it, they're trying to cover it. So you'll encounter that a lot. Been there, done that. Been there, done that, honey. Been there, done that, honey. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Not going back. I mean, you can try, but like, what are they doing to you? Are they like bullying you? What are they doing to you? Praying in groups is a no-go. Yeah, it's just, I mean, you can, like, there are prayer groups and stuff. in churches. I'm just saying, sorry, you guys, I have a new like thingy that I'm using, so it's hard for me to like put it down. But what are they doing? My grandma used to sing front man in the church choir and she would dress nice. And the other singers got together and got her kicked off the choir. That's church culture, all right. Again, it's just like people at work. It's just like people at the mall. It's just another concentrated group that serves the same God, but it doesn't mean that they are all renewed and restored. So I've already seen the back end of that, which is why I don't join any of those groups. And when they ask me to join them, I respectfully decline and say I don't do groups. Um, I don't need no more church hurt. And I feel like a lot of people are being taught religion and not relationship. They're being taught performance and not love. Meaning, I don't care how many services you show up to. If you're nasty to your neighbor, it's not working for you. I don't care how many worship songs you know. If you're jealous of the woman on the worship team, it's not working for you. That's the stance that I take. I take relationship over religion. I don't take costumes, masks, performances. I don't take that. I think that's part of why the world is destroyed. Because people are always performing and nobody's doing the internal work. So I don't care about stuff like that. If you don't know how to respect people and how to not be oppressive to people in a building that's supposed to represent God, and you're a narcissistic, psychopathic, sociopathic, cult-like leader, I don't care about how many Bible verses you know. It doesn't matter. I'd rather you know 3 Bible verses and have a heart of God than know 30 and have a heart of darkness. That's just my stance. That's my stance. You know, because if you're on a prayer team and they're being weird, I would just leave. If I were you, I would leave. I would. Hmm. I would leave because I don't want anything to get in the way of me and God's relationship. And if I'm around a group of women that are like, we're supposed to be praying in the Holy Ghost, why are we dealing with like low level things our heart is supposed to be on God during this prayer session so we can get downloads from God's throne. And if our hearts are involved with malice and jealousy and envy, how are we supposed to be balanced enough to hear what God is saying? Like I wouldn't be a part of that. Bullying, pressure, and now they want me to show them spiritual warfare. I believe we should all go to Jesus. That is how I learned. I don't understand. What do you mean they want you to show them spiritual warfare? Why do they need you to perform for them? I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Hello? Hello? Most of the time, people deal with these kinds of people in family dynamics, which usually ends up altering the brain. Yeah, I guess. Like, what do you mean they want you to show them spiritual warfare? I don't understand what that even means. How do you show somebody spiritual warfare? They want you to pray like spiritual warfare prayers. I don't really understand what they're asking you to do. This, again, this sounds like hazing. Why are people hazing people in a church building? Why is there tests in a church building? I don't understand. Those things are supposed to be those places. That is God's house. I don't understand what you're talking about. Pray about it, pray on it. Don't take what I say. Maybe that's a place God wants you to be. I don't want to take God's place and authority over your life. Pray on it. But me personally, you got to be careful with those places because a lot of them are full of narcissists. Anyways, I'm getting off, you guys. I'll probably come back on later tonight. It depends on how much I get done. I have a couple of calls and things to do, and I have content to film, but I will probably be on later tonight. If not, I'll be on tomorrow. Bye.